Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. I'd like to introduce you to my project. This is a watercolor painting project that features a cute little giraffe. So I wanted to go over the supplies and the materials that you will need for this project. First thing that you'll need is a piece of paper. I like to use thick paper for my watercolor paintings, and the reason why is because they hold watercolor very well and water. And if you don't have watercolor paper specifically at home, that's okay. You can use a different paper as long as it's pretty thick. Another thing that you will need is some paints. I like to use a set like this because it has a lot of different color options, but whatever you have available to you is just fine. Another thing that you'll need is some clean water and a paintbrush. I like to use a larger paintbrush, that way I can use a lot of paint and a lot of water and move that paint around really well and get a lot done in a short period of time. Another thing that you will need are oil pastels or crayons. It's up to you as to what you'd like to use. You might not have oil pastels. They're more of a specialty art supply, but if you have crayons, they'll work just as well. The line might not be quite as dark and as wide, but crayons do work very, very well. You'll also need a handy dandy paper towel because you might have smudges or you might have paint that you need to clean up. So it's important to have a little towel ready just in case you need it. And the last thing that you'll need is a mat. I have a mat underneath here and it keeps my space nice and clean and tidy. This project is for everyone. You do not have to have any experience at all to be successful with this project. So come on in and let's get started. Alrighty friends, so let's get started on our giraffe drawing. The first thing that you'll want to do is grab an oil pastel or a crayon. And what we're going to do first is we are going to come a little bit down, maybe about a quarter of the way down on your piece of paper, and you're going to draw a shape that looks like this. It's going to be kind of a square, but it's also going to have the soft corners, so they're not going to be really angular. So mine is not perfect, and that's okay. Whatever you can come up with is fine. So that's going to be the face of my giraffe. And then I'm going to put a slightly curved line at the bottom. And then for the ears, I'm just going to make them up here. It's just two curved lines. And then for the horns, I'm going to go like this, two lines, and then a circle at the top. Hopefully you can see that on the video. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is make some eyes, just some wide set dots for our eyes. And then two little curved lines down here at the bottom for the nose, for the nostrils. All right, so let's go down here for the neck of our giraffe. And my giraffe's going to have a little bit of a short neck because I need to still fit his body and his legs here. And I'm running out of paper. So it's okay if you have a short neck on your giraffe. I know that they normally have long necks, but because this is more of a cartoon giraffe and not a realistic giraffe, you can make it any way that you'd like to. So I'm going to make his neck, which is just going to be two straight lines. And if you have more paper, you can make your lines longer. And then I'm going to make his body, which is just, I guess, a rectangular shape. And then I'm going to make a little tail. And those are just going to be some curved lines. And then I'm just going to make some straight lines for his legs. How many legs does he have? He has 4. So I'm going to make 4 legs coming out from the bottom of his body, and then I want to put some hooves on the bottom, and those are just small squares. All right, I'm going to go back up into his body and I'm going to add a little bit of detail. I'm going to add some shapes here for his spots. Giraffes have spots, a pattern on their bodies. And now that we're finished with the giraffe, we can make a background. So for my background, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a straight, relatively straight line, and I'm going to jump over those legs like this. And then maybe off in the distance, I'll put a tree. So I put a curved line and a curved line, and maybe some leaves that come out like this. Just organic shapes. And then I'll hook all of those shapes up to the main trunk like this. Do you see how I did that? So I made my organic shapes, and organic just means they're kind of flowy. And then I connected those shapes to the trunk. And then in the very background, I think I'm going to put some hills. So I make a curved line, I jump over my giraffe, and I make another curved line like this. It's just slightly curved. And then maybe I'll even make another hill in the very back. If I want to make some detail up here in the front, maybe I'll make a little bit of grass. You get to do whatever you'd like on this part. Maybe a couple of clouds, or if you want to make a sun, that would be fine. It's up to you. Maybe I'll even put a cloud over here. Alrighty, look how cute he looks. I'm excited about this one. I hope you had fun with the drawing portion, and when we come back, we will do some watercolor painting. See you in the next video. Hey friends, so welcome back to this project. What we're going to do in this video is we are going to be painting our cute giraffe. So the first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to take a drop of water, and you'll want to put that water inside each of the little pans of paint so that it kind of wakes up the paint. It gets it ready for our paintbrush so that we can have a lot of paint on our paintbrush. It dissolves the paint just a little bit so we're ready to use it. I'm not going to put any in the white because I'm not going to be using the white today. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at my drawing, and I'm going to kind of make a decision on what colors I want to use. I think I'm going to use pretty standard colors. Blue for the sky, maybe brown for the hills, green for the tree, brown for the trunk, green for the grass, and an orangish yellow for the giraffe, and maybe some brown for the spots. I'm not sure yet. And maybe some brown for the horns. And I'll have to think about the face. So just kind of have an idea about the colors that you'd like to use, and then you can just start painting. If you'd like to mix some colors, remember you take the color that you'd like to mix and you put it in your little tray, and you can mix it up into a new color, or you can make the colors lighter or darker. The way that you make a color lighter is you use more water, and the way that you make a color darker is you use more paint. Okay, so I'm going to start with my giraffe. I think I'm going to start with an orange, and that's a little bit light. I'm going to use a little bit of a stronger orange. And on this one, I'm trying to stay in the lines. If I go a little bit out of the lines, that's okay, no problem. This, and then down here. There we go. See how I went a little bit into his spot? No problem. All right, let me make sure that I remember to paint the legs. There we go. All right, I think for this part of his nose and the spots and his horns, I know they have another name for them, and I can't remember what the name is right now. If anybody remembers the name for those horns on a giraffe, could you please let me know what those are called? I think it starts with a letter O. Okay, so dip that in. There we go. Sometimes with watercolor paint, the waters just kind of blend with each other on the piece of paper, and that's fine if that happens. There we go. Oh, look at how cute he looks. All right, now I'm going to move down to the grass. And for the grass, sometimes I use two different colors for the grass. I use this lighter color, and then I use a darker color. So I have two shades of green. I use a lighter shade and a darker shade. It's up to you. You can even make the grass purple, or you can make it black, or you can make it brown. It's whatever color you'd like to use is fine. I think what I'm going to do is speed up this video so you can watch me, or you can go ahead and get started on your own painting. All right, I'm going to speed this up a little and I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm back and I really like the way that this little giraffe looks. So I wanted to mention a couple of things. I used two different shades of green in the grass. I think it just gives it a little bit more detail and just makes it a little bit more interesting. For this trunk right here, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to mix a little bit of brown and a little bit of black with the brown because I want this trunk to be a little bit darker. I don't want it to be completely black, but I'd like it to be a little bit darker than the mountain, because if you just made everything brown, then the tree might not stand out that much. So I wanted to use a little bit of black. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, see how that looks a little bit darker? It's exactly the look that I'm going for. Alrighty, I hope that you enjoyed this lesson and I hope that you have fun with your giraffe. I look forward to seeing you next time.